Well, I just got done sorting my laundry with you and showing you how to incorporate math and being helpful and feeling responsible about helping your family. So I'm still in my laundry room, but I thought I'm going to share the book here because it seems so appropriate. So the title of our book, and we read the title by looking at the front page, is Wash and Dry. So today's Wednesday, and it's wash day at my house. Do you have a wash day at your house? Some people do, some people don't. This book was written by Trish Holland and illustrated by Vinay Kumar. And this is what I can tell about this particular family. They have a small child, and it looks like maybe the mom and the dad, and they have a pet. Oh, and look, the pet just came in from outside. And looks like the boy is all dirty too. So they're gonna talk about getting their clothes clean. Wash and dry. And this book is a part of our clothing study. We're just about to come to the end. So at the end, we're learning about how to take care of our clothes. Oh no, my muddy dog just jumped on me. I'm grimy and slimy from cap to socks. Daddy says I smell like a wet dog. You. Do you have any dogs at your house? When dogs get wet, they do smell a certain way. And he says, you. And he's got the floor all dirty. I wonder if that little boy can help clean up when they're done too. They must have had a lot of fun outside. I'll add my dirty clothes to the rest of the dirty laundry. I'm glad Mommy and Daddy will help me wash and dry my clothes. I wouldn't want to have to do this job by myself. Nobody likes to work by themselves. That's why it's fun to be helpful and learn how to do different things. So just like my house, they have a laundry room with a washer and a dryer, and they have a basket for their clothes. I wonder if they're going to sort them. What do you think? Luckily, I still have lots of clean clothes in my dresser. It smells like a bag of lemons in there. I'll be glad when those dirty clothes smell that good. Ooh, yes, look at how organized his drawers are. My drawers are not that organized. I'll just let you know. And my clothes don't smell like lemons, but that sounds wonderful. Might have to look into that. Oh, on page 6, look at how he's working. On page 6, he's being helpful by carrying the laundry to the laundry room. I carry the stinky basket over to the washing machine. I hold my breath as I walk because it smells. I can't do that for very long. And I try to think about flowers. It's not working. It still smells like dirty laundry, he thinks. I'm glad we have our own washing machine at home. My aunt takes her dirty clothes to the rub-a-dub-tub laundromat. There are lots of people there, and the machines clink and clank and whistle and whir as they wash and dry the clothes. My aunt has to use a lot of quarters to wash and dry her clothes. So I've had to use a laundromat before, so it's a place where they have lots of washers and dryers so people who don't have one in their house can go. If you live in an apartment, and some homes, they don't include a washer or dryer, and you have to take them in your car and go to the laundromat. I kind of think they're kind of fun, but it's a little bit extra to do. At our house, Mommy helps me wash my clothes. We put the really dirty clothes in a pile to be washed in the washing machine. It will twist and twirl the dirt right out of the clothes for us. So it'll twist. That's the motion of the washing machine, and that agitates the dirt out. And that's what the soap is for too. Let's see if they talk about soap. We put some of the delicate clothes in a pile to wash by hand. We swish and swirl the clothes in the soapy water. There are bubbles in my clothes and bubbles up my nose. Achoo! That sounds funny. Can you see the pictures okay? That looks like kind of like a fun thing to do together. Ooh, maybe we should do that. Should we do an experiment next to find out which makes the best bubbles for cleaning? That could be fun. Before we put the clothes in the washing machine, we'd have to sort them, just like I did. Everybody does it, I think. We make a pile of the light colored ones to wash together. If we wash Daddy's dark red shirt with my white underwear, my underwear would turn a color. What do you think white and red, when you mix them together, what do you get? Yeah, if you have something white and you mix it with a color, it might turn that color. White and red make pink. And if you don't want pink clothes, you shouldn't mix white and red. We make a pile of dark colored clothes too. That was my pile of darks or blacks. Most of it, we like to wear black in my family, so most of our dark colors are just the black color. If we wash my white socks with mommy's dark blue pants, my socks would be baby blue. And you don't want to turn your socks the color if you don't want to, so you sort your clothes. That looks like they're actually having fun working together. Talking, noticing. We toss a load of dirty clothes in the washer and then clunk, I shut the door. Oh, so remember when I talked about how I used to use powder? The detergent used to come in a powder, but now we buy liquid. It's different. It's a different matter. Maybe I'll try to find something that's powder and I can show you. Mommy lets me pour the dry soap powder in the hole at the top of the washer, and then I add the liquid fabric softener. Glub, glub, glub. Boy, that little boy is so helpful. Look at, he's able to do all of those things. Next comes the best part. I get to push the on button. Oh, there's that word. You can read that word, on. The on button, and then I get to listen to the machine start to work. I watch the sudsy clothes slosh around inside. I'm looking at my favorite book when I hear ding. The washing machine signals me that the clothes are ready. They are clean, but they're still squishy and wet. Daddy helps me with the next step, drying the clothes. If the sun is shining, we hang them outside on our clothesline. I hand Daddy the clothespins, and the clothes will smell like the sun and the wind when they are dry. Now, I don't have a clothesline, but when I was growing up, I did, and I used to love to help my mom put the clothes out on the clothesline. You just pinch the clothespin. I sent you some clothespins with your mitten in your kit, and you can practice hanging things. If you have a string, that would be fun just to practice putting things on your line, pretending to do some laundry. And when the weather gets warmer and drier, you probably could practice doing that outside too. That could be a fun spring or summer activity. Boy, this child is super helpful. This daddy must be really, really proud, and I'm glad that he's getting some help. When it's cloudy, we dry our droopy duds inside the house in the clothes dryer, just like I said. The weather outside right now isn't really good for drying outside, so they use the dryer. They flip and flumble and flutter and tumble in the heat. The humming machine is warm. Even our cat likes it when he's on the dryer. And they just go round and round and round and round. My dryer doesn't have a way to watch it go round and round. It doesn't have a window, but when I was growing up, I used to watch it go round and round and round. I had one that looked like that. Oh, we're on page 15. I wonder how many pages left. Let's see. Suddenly I hear bzzz. The clothes are dry, but they are in one big tangle. We all help to fluff and fold the clothes. I like to fold clothes into tidy triangles or silly circles. He's even helping the folding part. That's part of doing the laundry. I have to tell you, it's not my favorite part. I don't mind putting it in the laundry and putting it in the dryer. I'm not really fond of folding. I'm not fond of folding. Maybe you are. You can be helpful. Mommy and Daddy fold the clothes into plain rectangles and simple squares. They don't play with the laundry. I think they're missing out on all the fun. Oh, so he said he made some tidy triangles or silly circles, but he says they just do it all nice and tidy in little squares. They don't play. Some of the laundry needs to be hung up on hangers, and some of it needs to be ironed. I don't iron my clothes anymore. I just spritz them with some water and throw them in the dryer, but maybe you have an iron at your house. Maybe you could think about that and ask more questions or have your parents show you. This is what an ironing board looks like. The steam iron hisses while Daddy irons the wrinkled shirts. Daddy hisses back. That's the steam from the heat. He doesn't like this part of laundry. Oh, kind of like me in folding. He's not fond of ironing. While Daddy irons, Mommy tells me that long time ago, people did wash their clothes by pounding them on rocks in the river because they didn't have washers and dryers in their house. So they had to go wherever they had a water source, and they had to rub them together to get all the dirt out. That sounds like a lot of work. I'm really glad someone invented washing machines and dryers because that seems like a lot of work. I think our way of washing clothes is better, he says. I agree. Mama says that people used to have to make their own soap also. They would boil the ingredients in a big pot over a fire all day long, and the soap from each batch would last a very long time. Oh, they're working away. So they didn't have modern technology to clean their clothes, so they had to figure out how to keep their clothes clean even a long, long time ago. It's important. After all that work, just to make the soap, people still had to scrub their dirty clothes on a washboard in a tub. I bet doing laundry took a long, long time. Yeah, so I have one of these in my preschool classroom that hopefully one day I can show you, or maybe I'll bring it home and show you. It's what they scrubbed on. If you didn't have rocks, then you could scrub on that. It's called a washboard, and it also makes a fun sound. We'll have to use it. Well, my great-great-grandmother used a washing machine with a wringer at the top. When she cranked the handle, the wringer swished most of the water out of the clothes. So before they had electric ones, they did this. So they washed it and then they just swished all the water out because you have to get most of the water out before you hang it up to dry, or they just drip, 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 drip forever. It takes a long time. She'd hang her clothes on a clothesline too, and when they were dry, she used a giant ironing machine called a mangle. She'd crank that handle and the clothes would all go in wrinkled and come out smooth. Well, look at that. That's a cool tool. I wish I had one of those, actually. I think that looks kind of fun. A mangle. That's a new word. I haven't heard that word before. Well, I'm glad we don't have to work so hard at washing clothes. I can put on my favorite outfit and not smell like a wet dog. Oh no, here we go again. Here comes that wet, muddy dog to play. Well, thank you for helping me sort my clothes on wash day. And I hope that you have fun incorporating some math and some learning into regular everyday chores at home.